and happy Tuesday, everyone. Mr. Elvis, I was just watching the video you sent on the WhatsApp group. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. When I keep talking about trauma, you guys think I'm just talking. Every single day. Every
So,
single
Mandarita, before I posted the video, you never first see him, right?
I haven't seen it.
Wow. Not be small thing, no.
Like
Shocking.
I you see, this is what I talk about when I talk about every single day we experience some sort of trauma or the other. We saw how a mother was crying, holding her son who was taken down by Fulani terrorists in Jos. Wasn't that last month? And then the next day, we saw some videos of some people who were slaughtered and they were buried. And then was it not yesterday? Was it yesterday or 2 days ago? I don't know. You saw something of that nature, how somebody was taken out. And then now we're looking at this in broad daylight. Broad daylight. When Nnamdi Kanu said Nigeria is a zoo, people thought that he was insulting them. And oh, my precious Nigeria, how can you say Nigeria is a zoo? You can't see that. Where are we now? Even the zoo is even more organized. What exactly are we doing? Everybody is just doing whatever they like, and nobody is questioned. And even if they are, it's done behind closed doors, and people commit murder, and they are released without any question. So what's happening? Somebody who's people who are supporting the man from Bodilon, they will tell you, is it the man from Bodilon that told them to strike that young man? Is it the man from Bodilon that told them to kidnap somebody? Is it the man from Bodilon that told them to pull the trigger? Somebody, some foolish person would use that as a yardstick to place an argument, just to argue foolishly. In fact, I would call that Boala tactics. That's what I would call it. Mr. Elvis, I just feel traumatized. A young man who was begging that he was going to confess, and without
He was
question,
begging.
no judgment, no judge, no court of law. After all, they said every person is.
Margarita, you see how long it take that police officer to conk the gun? The gun
He
was
actually
hooked.
he took a single bullet
He
for
did everything possible to make the gun work. Shocking.
Mr. Elvis. My heart is heavy. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what to say because this is heavy. This is another form of trauma that you and I, some people don't know that what you see every day is trauma. Oh. It's trauma to your brain. That's why I said, imagine somebody a child who grew up in Jos, Northern Kaduna, Zamfara, Gombe, Potiskum, Adamawa, Sokoto, Benue. A child who grew up, only what they hear is boom, kaka kaka kaka, boom, kaka kaka. What sort of an adult do you think that child would be? Me and you watching, we are not there live, or we're not there physically. Mr. Elvis, I don't know how you do it, but every day I know you're exposed to a lot of traumatizing videos. I don't know how you declutter those kinds of image. And I know it's just the spirit of the Holy Spirit that is just leading you, because we need to declutter. And it's only the Holy Spirit that can do it. Because they said the eyes are the windows to the soul. So you've seen these images, you've seen people suffering, you've seen people being murdered, slaughtered like chickens and goats. Your eyes is looking at it. Do you know what it's doing to your soul? You probably don't even know until something triggers you. It just takes a little trigger. You might not know how traumatized you are. Something will just trigger it. And people will wonder, what is wrong with this guy? What's wrong with Nigerians? Why are they always uptight? Why are they always angry? Why are they always tense? Why are they always behaving like they don't have no feelings? Why are they always behaving like, okay, somebody died, so it's not a big deal? It's trauma. It's trauma that has locked something within you. Your sense of humanity is being sucked in gradually. And we see, there was a time that, the Chibok girls happened. There was an uproar. People that were even from that didn't even know them, that were from a different geographical location, were crying, weeping. Some even were praying. They were feeling for those girls. They had feelings like, oh my goodness, they can't imagine their precious princess daughter or their sister being captured by those animals. People felt it. People felt the pain. Even for the pain for the parents. A lot of parents were crying. Even Patient Jonathan, she came out and said, there's God, there's God. People even made a joke off of it. And then she removed her glasses and was crying. There was some sort of feeling that, I don't know what year was that. It's not 20, is it 2013? Or when was Jonathan? It's been a long time. You see, as you get older, you don't even know. It's about more than 16 years now that has passed. Now that Jonathan was governor, that was president. It's past. It's over 60, yeah. So that's how we get older every day. We don't even know how long. You see the time frame. The Chibok girls are now. People had feelings. Everybody was speaking. But where are we today in Nigeria? We saw a mother who was holding her son and telling him to wake up. That day passed. Whether you felt something or not, you saw a lot of coffins, people being buried in Benue, in Jos, Boko, just name it. You probably didn't have feelings. Now we see this image now. Police officer hold the gun and just broad daylight, select, even if the gun jammed, he saw his colleague gave him a single bullet because he knows that will do the job. And he took him down. No feeling. You see, we're a damaged country. No feeling. People get kidnapped per second. No feeling. President's wife, not they come out. Governor wife, not they come out. As in the feelings of a mother, at least. Local government chairman, not even they come out, not to talk of your wife. Even your traditional ruler, they come out. Nobody will come out. We are damaged psychologically. No feeling, no sympathy, no thought. The next thing is that, what's next? There's a big problem here. It's not just about politics. Our psyche is messed up. Our psyche is messed up, as in badly messed up. And that's why, Mr. Elvis, you bring that question about you don't understand why people are giving you reasons why Bola Ahmed Tinubu should be voted again for second term. Because everything is just being decimated.
No, but they are not giving any reason now.
Mr. Elvis, you know why you can't, for you, there's some sort of normalcy. You can identify, you can differentiate between good and evil. You can differentiate between a system that is working and just not working.
But these tribal people, they don't care. They don't know this thing.
That is the damage I'm talking about. That is, everything is relative, Mr. Elvis. Everything is connected. That is the mental damage I keep talking about. No feeling.
But Madam Rita, I think I disagree. It's not mental damage. It's a deliberate thing.
It is.
These guys know what they are doing.
Okay, let me simplify it. What is abnormal is not normal. What is abnormal is now a normal thing. Then you that is speaking about this thing you guys are doing is not normal. You will not look like the person that is sick. It's the way Peter Obi described that the patients have taken over the asylum. That is where we are at right now. So these people like Daniel Bola and the rest, they are consciously aware. They don't care. They have no feeling. Their own is, I want to enrich myself and my family. If you like, insult me from now till the kingdom come. I don't give a rat's behind. I don't care. Do you think it's somebody who is normal that thinks like that? That person is not normal. You are accepting abnormality as normal. Regardless of, even if you and I are shouting and saying, no, that is
the people that, what about the people that is collecting money from this satanic government now for a reason? Do we call that abnormal. They know
It's
what they are doing.
abnormality, Mr. Elvis. Let me break it down. It's
But they know what they
abnormal.
are doing now. It's a deliberate act.
Mr. Elvis, the reason why they still see it as this abnormality, this anomaly as normal is because it hasn't affected them directly. So there's nothing you wanna see, they are chopping from the system. Everything is peaches and cream. Everything is making jollof rice in their stomach. They are enjoying it. Whether you're talking about the woman crying over the corpse of her child, or you're seeing that there's no electricity, or you see that people cannot feed, or you see the young boy being taken down because he has dreadlocks, or a police officer just take a life of a guy, no justice, no nothing. It is number one, the police officer is not their brother, it's not their cousin, it's not their sister. The one that is being taken down, that was being shot, is not their brother, it's not their cousin, it's not anything. It's not their wife, it's not their brother. They don't care. They have money to buy solar power. They have money to buy generator. Even if the fuel is 5,000 naira per liter, they will be able to pay for it. Their children, most likely, and their wife don't live in Nigeria. They are benefiting from all the simple, basic necessity for a human being to live. They are enjoying it. So where you are now, Daniel Bola's family is in London now. They live in the UK now. They don't live in Nigeria. So what are we talking about?
That's what
So
they
really,
do now.
what
Almost all
are
of
you really
them.
talking about?
It's crazy. Now,
In the midst of abnormality, they have swallowed it, digested it, it's gone through their veins, it's gone through their whole entire body system, their organs. They have immersed themselves. They are being soaked in that abnormality, and they don't give a rat's behind. They don't give a damn about who's taken down or who is taken up, as long as their pot is filled. So when you now come in, or Peter Obi comes in and start talking about production, and start and trying to elucidate how our resources can benefit us, to tell us that we are not as limited as we think, to educate young people that you know what, you can do way better than anybody, even in Harvard. You can do way better than Mark Zuckerberg that created Facebook or whatever. You can do better. When they see somebody talking like that, even the people on the receiving end, they look at like, what did they do this guy? What is this guy saying? Because they are so used to that abnormality that anybody making sense now, you look like an alien. Then the ones who knows he's saying the truth, because they are benefiting, they want to trample upon Peter Obi or you, Mr. Elvis, if you are saying something that is right, because they are more populated. So the people who don't even know what to do, tendency to hear the loudest voice is high compared to your one tiny chihuahua voice. That's where we see our problem is a hybrid complex problem. I cannot use one word to as an adjective to describe the state of Nigeria. It's a hybrid, complex, undefined problem. However, we can pick one issue after the other to break it down. It's not one holistic word. First of all, we have to think of the psyche. When the psyche of the people has now set back to default settings of sense, then they will know that this man from Bodilon is not worthy to be there. Then they will know that nobody can steal their votes. Then they will know that the likes of MC Oluomo cannot now say Mama Chukudi, because even the ones that are not even from the southeast will stop MC Oluomo to say, how dare you say it? In Germany today, those of you who live in Germany, you all know what happened, the Second World War, right? In the 40s with Adolf Hitler. There are places in Germany you dare not even mention his name anymore, or use the word the Third Reich. How? Because those things have been banned. You can't do it. There's some country, okay, like Singapore. They say you can chewing gum is not allowed, even in public. You can't do it. These things have been set. Even if somebody's doing it, a citizen that is not related to, we drag you and say, what are you doing? We have not gotten to that mindset yet. We never reach there. If we start from there, Nigeria will change. You don't even need anybody to tell you who to vote for. You don't need anybody to tell you who to vote for. You don't need it. But the problem in Nigeria today is the mindset. It has been damaged. Somebody told me today and said it will take about 65 years for Nigeria to change, because what he's seeing everybody's for themselves. He said, if the psyche of the country change, right, the mindset and the people know what they want, and the people are serious, within 6 years, Nigeria can change. People are comfortable. I mean, we're all on social media now. You see one woman crying in one state, the next day or that same day, you see one governor. In fact, the governor of that state is going to one bay in Lagos in Lekki Day. He's celebrating. We all see all these things now. Like everybody's just going, like every day is not that one are normal. That's why I said our humanity has gone. It's a form of trauma that is silent that we don't know. We just don't have feelings anymore. No more feelings. If somebody dies, like, okay, what's the next news? No feeling, nothing. That chapter has closed long time. The man from Bodland is even silent. He doesn't even care. The one of Benue, because that woman's image was like an international image. The man just said, making no loss. May I see Rich Joss? Okay, may I just the airport? May I come out? They don't care. This happens every day. He's watching it. Remi Tinubu is watching it. He's watching it. Remi Tinubu is watching it. All of them are watching it. Akpabio is watching it. Akpabio's wife and his children, they're all watching it. Everybody, we're in the social media age. Everybody is seeing it. Nobody will tell me, oh, Tinubu doesn't know what is happening. What are you talking about? He knows exactly what he doesn't give a rat behind. And, sometimes the question of why would a man that seemingly has everything, I am careful using the word seemingly has everything, still wants to go for second term. The reason why I use the word seemingly, because he doesn't have everything. And he would never be satisfied. So he doesn't have everything. When dark people, D-A-R-K, I'm not talking about skin complexion. A lot of people are very dark. D-A-R-K. You can break it down yourself, however you want to describe. What I can tell you, many of these people have involved in dark entities. I repeat, dark entities, D-A-R-K. So they have no feelings. All just they want is power and influence. And guess what? They are insatiable. They can never be satisfied. They would never be satisfied until
No, but
God.
Mother Rita, let me ask a honest question.
Yes.
If you and I and many of our panelists here, we are here every day talking about what is affecting us. Do you think that Nigeria can be rescued anytime soon?
No.
Okay, good.
I didn't even hesitate to answer. It just says no.
Yes, exactly. This is going to be difficult. It's a mountain to climb. A mountain to climb. This corruption have been in existence for decades. You know what that means to remove all these people? Can't you see how they piled up together fighting Nigerians? So for me, it will be difficult. Okay, let's assume Peter Obi evil emerge tomorrow. They allow him to rule, Mother Rita. And at the end of the day, Peter Obi do 4 years, right? And he's out. Everything Peter Obi repair, they will dissolve it all over again. I'm telling you, when they come back. Because how many Peter Obi will you get for Nigeria? So, holistically, can Nigeria be rescued anytime soon? He said no. Thank you.
Let me tell you something. The reason why my response was expedited was because I know, and I know most of you know, that the mindset of Nigeria hasn't changed. It hasn't changed. Even some of you who live in diaspora, your mindset has not changed about Nigeria. Those of you in diaspora that's enjoying the dividends of democracy in whatever country you live in, outside Nigeria, your mindset, some of our mind never still change. So not to talk of the one way they in Nigeria, when they fight for fuel, 1 liter is
Now everybody here are just living a care life. As long as I can feed my family, waiting the apple for Nigeria not consign me. That's what they are living here.
Mr. Elvis, Nigeria will change when the mindset of Nigerians start to reason normally. Because when the mindset change, nobody needs to tell them who to vote for. Nobody needs to tell them what their rights are. Until that mindset change, we are going nowhere. You see, we all live in diaspora. You know that if you drink and drive and you get caught, you know the consequences, right?
Yes.
You know the consequences. So the system force you to have a certain mindset that is supposed to be normal. But when you go to Nigeria, you've lived in Nigeria all your life. All you know is give and take, no feeling. People get shot, people that get arrested. That's all you know. You never even stepped out to even to Ghana. The me that's coming from North America will now tell you, oh, you should not vote for this man because of ABC. Say, we'll go manage him. Somebody told me a few days ago. I just kept quiet on that person and said, and this is a grown person, it's not, it's way older than me. I said, you know what, we need to be patient. I was forced to ask, how old are you? The person, me, I know how old the person is. I know how old the person is. But I said, how old are you? Because the reason why I was asking how old are you, was because I'm like, how old? I mean, your parents are long gone or very, very old now. And I know that you've been hearing this from the day you were born. So you now are now an adult, almost grandfather, is not saying we should be patient. So you understand the mindset of that person. This person is almost 60 years old, right? That's the mindset of his almost 60 years old. I've also spoken to somebody who is in their 30s. They still have that mindset. So when I keep telling you people that the people that are going to change Nigeria are the ones that are just born now, or the 5-year-olds. From 6-year-old upward, is done. Because the mindset trickles from the top down to the bottom. It hasn't changed. If Peter Obi becomes president today, the changes we would see are systems. He would try to change the system, the banking system, educational system, the import system. There's a lot of systems that would change. Money would not flow the way it of course, corruption has a way of still fighting back, and he knows that as a president, he can veto, he has a right to veto whatever it is the National Assembly presents out. Yes, I know he has studied the rights and responsibility of, the president of Nigeria. He knows that maybe perhaps within that 4 years, he can change the political dynamics that's been played. The thing is, Peter Obi can put all these things in place. He can appoint the right people that he feels are trusted, to uphold the constitution, to do the right thing in these positions of power. However, 4 years after, let's just say he's a 4-year president. 4 years after, Peter Obi leaves. Because they know the head of the fish, who is upright, is no longer there. And there's a possibility that the person who's going to take over may not be as upright as the one who just left. We pray that the one who is coming to replace is as upright or even more upright than the one that left. But if it's not, you see all those people he put in those police positions, the one that he trusted, they will only last for a while. Typical example, Anambra State. Peter Obi was governor of Anambra State, right? And see how he transformed the educational sector. See how he transformed the civil service. You see how he transformed the mindset of people who were working for government. People were coming to work. He understood that people who have served longer, a woman who has served like over 30 years as a civil servant, was the one who deserved the lands they wanted to give him. He understood that. The people they understood everything. He changed the mindset, giving them responsibility to say, you know what, you're not serving me, you are serving your state. And whatever you're doing is for your children. They started thinking like this. The civil service changed. Educational system changed just because of the ideology of a man that changed their mindset after Peter Obi left. As a matter of fact, he even changed how the legislative system was working in Anambra State. It was no longer like, you don't need to be an Agbero to make a change. You don't need to be an Agbero. You don't need to cut corners in the State House of Assembly because Somebody's giving you a gunje. So the person that's no longer giving you a gunje now, we must impeach that person just because of that. Fast forward, he left Anambra State. Who took over? Willie Obiano, with his wife that slaps people, or the one that they slapped. What did Willie Obiano do in Anambra State? That mindset, he started sucking it piece by piece. The people started losing themselves piece by piece. Out of shame, making no loss. Say, of all the millions of dollars and pounds sterling, Peter Obi left in the reserve, let him Kukuma just build airports. To say, okay, I use whatever billion to build an airport before Willie Obiano left. Abi, not be so, my people. Who is the governor of Anambra State today? Professor Charles Soludo. That's how the Dr. CM pronounces Soludo. Maybe I pronounce it properly. I'm not Igbo, but I try. How is this? What is the state of Anambra today? What's the state of how was the election that Soludo did? How was his election? What's the state of Anambra today? What's the state of their State House of Assembly? See, Mr. Obi said, if you want to thief, if you are stealing as a public officer, if you are stealing, you're not upright. It's because the one at the top is stealing. And that is the truth. So you see, that covers your answer, about after 4 years, what's the guarantee? It's just, see, if Peter Obi can successfully change 70%, I don't want to go overboard, 70% of the mindset of Nigerians, if he becomes president or when he becomes president, even after he leaves, because that mindset has already been embedded, it will be very, very hard for people to mess up again. It will be very, very hard. But if he's not able to capture 70%, if he captures just 50%, corruption will come back easily now, fast, sharply. In fact, it's like corruption was in hibernation. That's a Greek mythology. Release the Kraken. The Kraken will be awakened. Yes, by the eyes of Medusa. It will be awakened. And that Medusa will be the corrupt person that becomes president. It will awaken the Kraken of the corrupt people. Yes. Yes. So you see, Nigeria cannot change now unless the mindset of the people change. How can somebody who has verbally told you, grab it, snatch it, and run away with it? And that's exactly what he did in 2023. Fast forward, we're in 2026, going on 2027. Another term is almost at an end. And the person campaigned that if I don't give you electricity, don't vote for me. Yende ba. Is that not how Wike said it? I think that one means agreement is agreement. And that is the agreement now. So now Yende ba has come. You are not telling me that ignore what I said. You must vote for me. It's an imposition. In fact, it's an invasion. Tinubu has invaded the judiciary.
And Rita, now their followers, now I pity for ways they talk, say, even though he talks, say, don't vote for me if I refuse to give you electricity. They are already defending it. Say, okay, so now today.
Abnormality has become normal. Abnormality has become normal. Is that not what we're talking about? Abnormality has become normal. And they will argue with you. If you are speaking normally, they will argue with you to give you reasons why you are the one that is sick, not them. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. And I don't think we are really being honest with ourselves. Many people are mostly driven by greed. Mostly. Nobody will tell me I'm voting for the man from Bodlon because I just like the guy. Or I just like his name, Jakaban. You are greedy and you are stupid. You know that you are stupid. But out of pride, you don't want to admit it. So you just stay on the lane of greed. That's why you have the likes of Daniel Boala and the FFK and there's a plethora of them now. They are in all sectors of the society, the entire media. They are all this. So it is what it is. Unfortunately, it's not funny. They just murdered a young man. regardless of who or whatever he has done. Innocent until proven guilty. In broad daylight, this is mass execution. We just as if we are in it's like Nigeria is like a concentration camp. It's a concentration camp. Anything can happen anyway, at any time, and nobody will question. For the police, Nigerian police force, whoever is the chief of police of Nigeria, the one they will say, okay, they suspended them or they are being court-martialed. It's only months now. I use the word SEEN. When people are not seeing justice, only spoken, only hearing, seeing and hearing has different effects. When you see something is being, when you see justice is served, you are seeing it. It serves as a deterrent to those people who think that they can do the same thing, that this is the consequence. But when they just hear it in the news, they have been captured, or the CP makes a statement, that is not seen now. That one I just talk. They'll say, last, that's what they will say. They will set up a committee. People are used to that. But it's not normal. Then the next police officer will do it tomorrow. They say, last, they will suspend me now. And the CP will make a statement to the press, and the matter will end there. That guy that was taken down, his mother probably is in the village planting vegetable, right? Or his father is just one person just in the village sitting down there, nothing to do, no aspirations for life, nothing. So then nobody's going to ask the government now. There's a lot of them in the streets. I don't know, Mr. Elvis, I don't know what else you want me to say, but holistically, going back to what Mike Gigini said, I know the ADC and the PDP had a press conference. It was not, I don't know if it was Thursday or Friday last week, when they said they're going to have a consensus candidate. And I was listening to what, I've forgotten his name now, the person that was from the PD, chairman of the PDP. Yeah. He was making statements, about how they want to come together and all that. And then he said they're also going to appeal, to the National Assembly to amend Section 63, 138 and 137, and those sections. He mentioned it, I listened to the speech. But for me, I just look at it as lip service. If those sections are not covered, let me tell you, Nigerians, just listen to me. Just listen to me. This election, as desperate as they are, this election, they are going to openly rig it. I'm using openly rig it. They are going to openly rig it. If you don't like it, you go to court. Even when you have videos. And when it gets to court, they will read those section 63, section 60, 137, and 138, and to be in their favor. Shotigba, you people are hearing me. Now they hear me. Wahania. Let me speak my language. Now they hear me. They are going to openly rig the election. And even if you video it or bring a projector and carry it to court, they are going to use the sections Mike Gini has been screaming that they should amend. If not, there's no need.
Madam Rita, that's the only option they have. That's the only option they have. And obviously, they will do that. They are going to openly ring it. Then you go to court. They will finish you. They will destroy you, finish for court.
Openly. That is why I said my brain has been wired to January 16 and 17, 2027. What are Nigerians going to do? Mr. Abisha have been saying it now. Mike Gini has not said his own. People are not still talking. I know they talk and say, my brain is asking, what are you people going to do? Because that thing is going to show up. It's going to happen. The people of the ADC or the obedience now, because I cannot say people of ADC because I don't trust all those other players there. I don't trust them. What are you all going to do? Are you prepared? What are you all going to do? Right now, it's not even technology. You have to be physically there to take over your country, to take back your country. And if you don't have that mindset, I'm sorry, sweetheart. This man is going to be there for another 4 years. Yes. The mindset hasn't changed. The system will not change. Mr. Elvis, let me pause here. I guess there are other two persons that have come into the show. Let's not be like I'm the only one
Thank you.
speaking. I'm sorry, I can't. The text is so small. I know. Give us our mandate is there. I don't know who the person
Oga
with the letter
Chris.
C. Oh, Mr.
Oga Chris.
Chris! Oh my God, Mr. Chris, you're welcome. Sorry, I'm shouting, but I'm just excited. I'm happy that you're here,
Yes,
Mr. Chris
Madam Rita, thank you so
Dublin.
much.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Chris Dublin is here. Good to see you, sir. I'm so happy that you're today's program. So happy. So happy that you're here.
Wesley, thank you very much, Madam Rita, please, for opening the floor. I really do appreciate that. You know, you pave way for the others to come in.
Really? Really? Really?
Really?
What do you mean?
Really? I know you were here before. Really?
No, he was not here. He was not here. If I hoped on him, I would have closed the. I forgot close the broadcast now.
Really?
Somebody who
I was
came in and he left. He left for 1 hour and come back again. That's not
okay.
If,
So if you don't reach
if
1
he
hour,
was the only person, if he was the only
Which
person that I hope on, broadcast never ends.
which
Mr.
kind of
Elvis,
research they use?
you are the one that
Is it-
opened
is
the
it-
floor. Mr.
Is
Elvis
it
was the
gold
one that opened
wristwatch
the
or
floor.
silver wristwatch you are using?
You
Don't
know?
go use Tinubu wristwatch. Oh.
Anyway, you know, Madarita, what you said, you are right. 2027 will be a big challenge, you know, although I don't want it to be, but that's going to be the reality. You know, it's going
But
to be a big challenge.
if
No,
one can,
no. Hold on, give us a Amade. Hold on. If you never reach your turn, just hold on. Thank you. You know, it's going to be a big challenge because everywhere is tied right now. Everywhere is tied, and I'm not sure how or what the opposition what they are planning. I don't know. Mother Deborah, please talk to us, man. Good evening to you.
Good evening, Mr. Elvis.
Thank
Good
you, ma'am.
evening
Talk
to
to us.
everyone. Sorry, I'm calling a bit late.
Go ahead.
I just want to say something about the video. I saw that Madam Rita did not say anything about that. Maybe she didn't watch the video about what Fulani. God forgive me for laughing. I'm sorry. The Fulani man that
What happened in the video?
you are the one that shot the video now.
Maybe I didn't notice where you are talking about.
Fulani that beat up
There were?
Fulani man that beat up a motorcycle.
Mother Deborah. It's something like him a bit
I'm
tomato.
sorry. I am sorry, but I don't feel loud.
Oh my God.
At least I don't make you laugh. You see the audacity of the Fulani man. Even after beating up the man.
But Monteko have lost their integrity now. They don't lose everything. So
No, let them go ahead and vote my tribal. You see why I'm laughing? I'm sorry, but
you don't need to be sorry at all. You don't even need to be sorry. Sorry for waiting.
Telling them they are the first people that will say Tinubu is trying. They are the ones that are voting their tribal man. So now, is this not what Nnamdi Kanu was saying all these years? So even with what is going on now, I think you see the Fulani man after beating the man he did not go wrong. He stood there. He saw the audacity. He stood there waiting. He said, okay, what can you people do? And they couldn't do anything. When you do, some of these people, when you still come out to tell them that let us forget about voting tribe, some of them, I'm sorry, I'm not saying all of them, but some of them will still be the ones that will come and tell you, I cannot side there, I cannot vote for an Igbo man and leave my tribe man. But look at what Fulani is doing to them now. I'm sorry for laughing, no, but it's just funny. I hope people will wake up and actually see that this danger that is coming does not care about tribe. What is happening now is not going to, nobody's going to ask you whether it's your tribe man that is the president or who is there. You can see that the Fulani man is not even afraid. He's not even afraid. Even though their tribe man is the president, but the Fulani man did not even care because he knows that nothing is going to happen to him. I just say I should comment on that video, and
Thank you.
really hope that more people will wake up and know that when the problem comes, nobody's going to ask for your tribe. Nobody's going to ask for your tribe. When Fulani will start beating them up one after the other. Thank you so much, Mr. Elvis.
Thank you very much, Mother Deborah. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Mother Deborah, don't call. This is what you get when you choose to support Satanism. Before that, the name of Moteku girl, whether now Moteku or Mataku, and there you want to call and they get name. Since we Sunday Igbohu go eat forbidden fruit, both Sunday Igbohu and Mataku or Motoku, all of them are now things of the past. Very unfortunate. To lose your integrity, hard though. Only one thing like this, you don't lose them.